What's up, everybody? We are at the Scales Reptile and Fish Expo. It's their first one, so come on, let's go check it out and see what they've got here. We'd like to sincerely thank our Patreon supporters. So we're in front of Sherry Spencer Studios, and she's got some really amazing artwork. Can you tell us a little bit about it? You said it was watercolors?
Yeah, watercolors and colored pencil. There is some gouache and other medias that are mixed in, but mainly watercolors.
And you do shirts. I saw you had a purse. Show us the purse.
Oh, my purse. It's a little dirty.
I mean, it's
right
great
now,
though.
yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
We're gonna get one of the two puzzles. I don't know,
Yeah.
the alligator or the gopher tortoise.
The gopher tortoise is one of my
Favorites?
most popular. Yeah.
I think we're gonna get the gopher tortoise.
I
Very,
love
very
their
cool.
little personalities and that little mouth of theirs. It's so cute.
And we were just talking about maybe changing the artwork on our shirts, and maybe we can work something out with Sherry. I know I want to change it to a black throat, and then maybe croc monitors, which maybe I'm letting the cat out of the bag. We may get some croc monitors, and keep changing it, and always have something fresh for the shirts. But we're gonna get the gopher tortoise.
That's awesome.
We're standing in front of Southern Reptiles, and he's got this large bin of Mata turtles. Look how amazing these guys are.
You can pick one up if you want. They look like leaves. It's crazy.
With my shaky hand.
Jerry's been working on removing staples all day today. His hands are shot.
Oh, I just drank my first Celsius too, ever.
He's got the shakes.
Yeah, this hand's always shaky. I don't know why. But on the end is a baby fly river turtle that I want to look at. We just need to work.
We'll make our way around.
What's going on, guys?
Doing good. How are you doing?
Good.
Are you guys
How are
on?
you?
Are you guys live?
Yeah.
No, not live.
Hey, introduce yourself.
I'm Jonathan. I like 3D printing. Wait, what's your channel?
Wolf's World. So that's what Kenan has a whole bunch of.
Let's of the world swirl.
Beautiful.
Can I get a picture of you?
And these guys are local, right here out of Loxahatchee. Do you guys captive breed?
Mostly captive bred, and then a couple things we import, but they're captive born imports.
Okay.
Yeah, but all the smaller stuff is born right here.
Very cool. Some beautiful animals.
Yeah, these.
One of my favorites. Did you produce those?
No, those were actually imported from a zoo in Peru.
Okay.
Yeah, they hatch them out. They're from the Amazon basin in Peru.
Good.
You guys are on YouTube.
Get some sleep last night?
About 3.5. What about you guys?
These guys are really cool.
RJ actually fell asleep on the
Vietnamese
wall.
leaf turtles.
Oh, wow.
They only get about 4 inches.
That's a good size for a lot of people.
Yeah, exactly.
How big do the Matas get? They get pretty big, right?
Yeah, Matas are gonna get like around 16, 18 inches.
So not quite as big as like a soft-shell turtle.
Right, yeah, they get big, but they're an ambush predator, so they don't swim around a lot. They sit in one spot and grab live fish.
Maybe when we get a water feature on the property, we need to get one of those.
Chris, you want to say hi real quick? Say hi.
Hey everyone,
Look
how's
who's
it going?
back, Chris.
I am back. I'm being tempted by these turtles. That Fly River's killing me. I want
Yeah.
Yeah, they're allowing us to import them from Indonesia right now, but who knows if they're going to continue to let us import them.
They are really cool.
Yeah.
So these are imports.
Yeah.
Import? Okay.
Yeah, they're captive-born imports.
You don't have to defend yourself.
Yeah.
with that. I understand it's a necessity. It's years ago, that was all there was.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully one day someone will start breeding them in the U.S. and we won't have to import them.
All we can do is try.
Yeah.
Are the Matamatas captive bred?
Yeah, I get them from a zoo.
All right, so we're here with Mark from Vision Cages and
Custom cages
Custom Cages.
and custom aquariums. we got a little bit of everything.
Now, this is totally out of my scope because I don't keep anything indoors. But Tom, through the channel, he has an interest in chameleons.
Okay.
And he wants to keep chameleons. And when we walked in, we saw this cage and it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Is that bioactive soil?
Correct.
I mean,
Yep. Live
what
plants.
is the depth of the soil? Is it the whole depth of that
No,
box?
it's about right here. Yep.
It's about right there. And
Yep.
that's all it needs to be for
Correct. For what we have in
these
there.
soft plants.
Yep.
And everyone else I know keeps and starts their animals in your cages and
The Vision
keeps
cages. Yeah.
everyone up north. I mean, you've helped a lot of people out in this industry, making it more practical for them to keep.
And that's our goal. We want to facilitate people to house their animals properly. You know, and that's a big thing.
Not everyone can keep the way we do outside here in South Florida.
It's true.
Or to people in Texas. I mean,
Yep.
there's a couple states where you can do that and get away with that. But
And we have the outdoor enclosures too. If you can peek through there, you'll see.
See the chameleons?
Yeah. So that's.
you didn't give me much credit for that. But yes, I did.
Yeah, these are some. These are have the wire. Well, his has the solid roof. These have the wire roof.
Okay.
We can do those in market.
So he was just telling me that they built the sun catcher, the outdoor enclosures as well. So I am totally corrected. He is in the same scope of keeping, because a lot of people don't want to spend every day, their entire weekend after weekend building these enclosures. There is a solution.
These took 20 minutes to set up.
20 minutes to set up. Now, what would you do? What would you recommend for someone keeping outdoors for their bottoms? Making a slab?
Yep.
Or
Slabs is going to be the most common. Otherwise, for a little bit easier, it's cinder block. You can make a cinder block perimeter bolted into that. That way you
With
get
a
some
cap.
Yeah. That way you get some depth too, because then you can put substrate in there as well.
and who are you keeping in here?
This is a Carpathian lynx. So this is with Extreme Wildlife Foundation. So this is theirs. This is one of their animals in their zoo. They're in
St. Augustine.
St. Augustine. Awesome. What age?
Go around that way. Go around.
It's meant for indoor, and they added outdoor for a while. This is supposed to go into their zoo, so probably replace it. But this is what we do for right? That's all they're putting kittens in it, so that's all that they needed it for. But obviously, we go a lot bigger.
And the wire's being held in the same as tenons. It's kind of sandwiched in there.
Yep.
So smart. So easy the way they're putting this stuff
All right, Mom,
together.
if you want to come up,
That is so cool.
show her that door.
All right, so total side note, we have some friends that keep jaguars and lions and stuff. We are going to be filming at my friend's house very soon. That is coming up. I know it's kind of taboo in Florida, keeping of cats after all the bad publicity, but there are responsible keepers, and we're going to show you that. There are people that put their animals first and keep them in a way that, just the way I love my monitors, those people love their cats and keep them in the most amazing setups and enclosures. We will show you that. What's your name?
I'm Cole.
Cole? So, are you one of the owners? I spoke to the owner, I thought.
No, I've been around a while, but I'm just part of the crew.
Hey, Tom, get a shot. Let's do something with the peach throats real quick.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, so I was just talking to Cole from Underground Reptiles, and these baby peach throats caught my eye. They are absolutely stunning. Look how pretty that blue-green tips of their tail.
Let's see if I can zoom in on that
Their
one.
patterns are super nice. Now, I said this off camera. Cole, come here. Because I spoke to you guys at Daytona, and I said this personally to you guys, but I haven't said it out loud on my channel because I know you guys get beat up on social media all the time because you sell imported animals and it's part of the business. There are certain things that we breed in captivity in enough quantity to support and meet the needs of the industry, and there are certain things that we just can't or we don't yet. I live in South Florida. I've been to your shop so many times. It is the cleanest reptile store I've ever been in, and I always tell people that, like, that speaks volumes to me because people that don't care, like, their setups are basic. Their animals are in Tupperware containers. You know, there is no quality of life for their animals at the shows and it's and their stores and stuff like that. Look how everything is set up here. Everything is set up with space. They're not crammed into a little container. All the animals look happy and healthy. When I've been in your store, everything looks healthy and it's so stinking clean. And I appreciate that.
Man, we couldn't be more blessed. We just have a good crew of guys that they love what they do, you know, and it's not easy to find, but we love what we do. We love keeping these animals. I love setting these animals up like this. This is my joy. I love giving them all the features that they like to, you know, really express themselves as a cool captive bred or wild caught animal. We couldn't be more blessed. We get the setups together, we got the good crew, and we just don't find it every day. We love what we do.
And you guys know me, I am animals first. That's always how I am. And when I see people displaying their animals this way, I gravitate towards it. Anyways, thanks for keeping these animals the way you guys do. I really appreciate it.
Google machine. Tell me, I got.
So we ran into Gio, Lanni's lizards.
What's up, everybody? What's up?
In fact, we were just talking about you because you got him hooked on chameleons. So
one of those days, I'm gonna get one.
Yeah. We were just looking at chameleon enclosures. But look at this. Look at this. He's got his dad pack on.
I'm a dad now, you guys.
Come on.
Look at how cute he is. Look at him.
Look at his son.
Say hello. Say hello.
No camera.
Say hello.
No camera.
He's like, I don't want to be seen. He's
always
big,
good
though.
seeing you.
Good to see you as well, my man.
You need to come out and see the house.
Dude, I haven't even seen nothing.
There's
nothing. I just
we got
watched.
a whole
I watched the
bunch more rock
videos, and I gotta
monitors.
see it like in person, though, dude.
There's
gotta
more and
see
more
it in person.
stuff. Finishing the enclosures, and
Dude, I bet you're a busy man.
yeah, getting ready for winter. How
is
is
jacked? Like, come on, you gotta be getting big out there, dude. Working all day.
just from concrete work and moving 4x4
I'm like
posts?
the opposite. I'm working on my dad bod over here.
How'd you do with the first cold snaps? Good?
Yeah, so I was thinking about moving. So I'll give you guys a little hint on here. I don't know if this video is going to drop anytime soon, but we're working on something like you do. We made a big, huge monitor enclosure in the backyard.
Okay.
It's like 10 feet by 8 feet by 6 feet, I think.
Yeah, you sent me a
I
picture
sent
of
you
it.
the pictures of it. Of course, I had to get it all looked at by him to make sure everything was good. The professional here. But I was really excited to get him outside, and then boom, we had this cold front. And I was like, you know what, we'll keep him inside for a couple more weeks.
You didn't do the heated boxes yet?
Not yet, nothing. So
Come out, look at my
I'll
design
look at
for
how
the
you
boxes.
do it, and then I'll do it.
Because
Even I'll have you come over and we'll
I
work
may
on it
even have
together.
spare boxes that are already built for a smaller monitor that doesn't fit what I have, and I may have excesses there.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing.
Or we'll build a box together
Exactly.
at
You
the
guys
house.
come out or whatever it is. We'll come out and we'll get together. We'll build a box. I'm gonna need one. The winter's coming anyways, and let me tell you guys, we can't have that monitor inside anymore because he is starting to get a little smelly.
That's what we'll do. We'll do an animal tour and build a hide box for your monitors.
We can update you guys on some of the animals at my house. We can kind of do it like I'll come to your house, film all your stuff, and then you guys can come over to my house.
This is the magic happening right here.
This is how it works. This is how we all work together as YouTubers, you guys. This is how we do it. But yeah, man, we'll definitely get together. We'll work on that box and get it all done.
Okay, and congratulations.
I appreciate it. Thank
starting
you.
a new family.
Yeah, busy man now. I've got all the excuses in the world now, though. So
forget the animals and all the other stuff. This is what's important right here.
Exactly. A little grumpy boy. Nice.
Congratulations.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Cool. Jeannie.
Nice to meet you.
Jeannie. Jerry Wolf.
Jerry Wolf. Nice to meet you, Jerry.
We are here with Jeannie and Tristan of USARK, Florida, which you have to support if you live in Florida, or really anywhere. 45 seconds.
45 seconds, maybe even less. We are the people that will do the behind-the-scenes work to fight for your rights, to hold on to your reptiles and amphibians. Membership is free. You can dictate a monthly or one-time donation as well. We appreciate anybody joining us because, as you know, when we go to lawmakers, the more numbers we have behind us, the more power we have, the bigger the voice we have. So please join if you're a member of Florida, if you're a resident of Florida. We have a QR code that you can join. Let me see if I can hold it nice and still for you. So please join if you get a chance. And any donations that we get here go straight to USARK. We are strictly volunteers. We don't take any of the money. And we appreciate your time. Go ahead.
Keep going. I'm not going to cut you off.
No, I think I got
You've got this dialed in. So I have tried to stay off the radar. Like, I always try to support, and I thought that me not getting as involved was me doing the right thing and not drawing attention to myself and my property and my animals. I forget who I talked to, but I actually felt like someone's video made me feel like crap for not getting involved. I donated $500 this year.
Thank you.
Second clutch, I'm saying it out loud, they do these auctions to help support USARK Florida. My second clutch of T-negative albinos, I will put a baby up for auction. I said it.
Awesome.
I think they're like $10,000 right now. I'm gonna put one up for auction.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Really appreciate you, sir. Thank you.
We missed this, but Adam reminded me, or just told me about it. We made it to the other side of Underground Reptiles, and they got baby black throats. And obviously you guys know how I feel about the black throats. Let's see how chill they are. Maybe I picked the least chill out of the group. Well, none of them are overly bitey. They're pretty. Beautiful baby black throats. Can you believe that one of these is going to grow into Blackbeard?
Or Shrek.
Or Shrek. You never know. When you get one, make sure you got the money and the space to build an enclosure for one, because they definitely need the room. And they will eat you out of house and home. Look at these guys too, the red eye croc skinks. I keep seeing people post pictures about them. Look at this one right here. If you can get a side shot of that one, Tom. Look how sharp they are. They're beautiful. I don't know anything about them, but they're always sharp looking.
Yeah, they almost look fake.
All right, so we found our good friends. Are we back? We good?
Yeah.
I'll start over. All right. No, come on in.
Now we're definitely starting over.
She's famous. We found our friends from Jurassic Park. Yeah. Introduce yourselves.
Joe and Sherry.
Sherry, hi.
Personal friend of mine. Jerry,
Awesome people. Always love talking with them. And we're looking at something different at this show. They produce these captive born babies. Please tell us about them, because you were just educating me a little bit. Yeah, there's some shots of the parents right there.
So this is a pretty cool mix, if you will. A lot of people are breeding the Lewisii, you know, the typical. It's against the law to sell the purebred Lewisii. They're the ones that have the high blue from the Grand Cayman Island.
Okay.
And then you have the, you know, there's different species on the offshoot islands. The Nubula is the popular one from Cuba, the Cuban rock iguana.
Familiar with
So they
Cubans?
do the Nubula Lewisii.
Red eyes on the Cuban?
Yes, the red eyes. Yep,
I love
you got it. They're beautiful animals. My favorite is actually the Cuban, the Nubula.
Okay.
A lot of people love the blues, though, right? You can't not love the blue dragons. So we ended up finding, you know, it was a long process through a lot of channels, but we have this animal that is a Lewisii caymanensis. So the caymanensis, the small K island, is a little closer to Lewisii, so it's a more closely related bloodline, a little different, more unique bloodline. For those who know, you know, they know what it is.
If you know,
if you know, you know. But it's a little more rare bloodline than the Nubula Lewisii. So we ask a little bit more money than your typical Nubula.
A longer lifespan than
They'll go
monitors.
60, 70 years.
Wow.
Yeah, 60
That's incredible.
on average in captivity. So they're really amazing animals. You saw the picture that the parents did. They're beautiful. We're just working with them for the first time this year. We had our first clutch. We had 8 eggs and 6 of them were valid. So we're excited. It's just fun to have them. We brought them here. They just hatched out, what, not even a month ago? Not even a month ago. They're eating well, doing well. So we brought them down to show them off and see if anybody was interested.
Tom, did you get the Spider-Man up here?
Oh yeah. Yeah, this, oh,
Perfect timing.
I got
Down
it.
he goes.
We got him.
The banding is real pretty on the back.
Yeah, they'll have a little slight variation, but they're very similar.
Do they color up more in the natural sunlight?
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, they turn really pretty blues. I mean, this young, in the dark here, you can already see the blues coming in. As they get older, they get more and more of the blues. And just a fun species, because when you raise them from this age, they're just puppy dog, tame, easygoing lizards. You know, they just want to hang out on you. They'll come up to you, crawl up on you. So they're a lot of fun. We got a lot going on here. Cool to be part of the inaugural Scales show with, thanks to Ryan. Shout out to Ryan and Julia for having us.
Yeah, it's a really great show. Like, we're really having a lot
In
of
your
fun
backyard.
Here. Yeah.
Well, used to be. Now you're in Okeechobee.
Yeah.
Used to be your backyard.
So, I know we said it last time at the Daytona show. We are coming out to your property.
I would love to have you.
I was standing here waiting to talk with them, and I was staring at the video, looking at the enclosures, all the Jackson's chameleons. I saw your water monitor, and you guys just said that you're getting a female.
Yeah.
An amazing looking female
We hope
water monitor.
all goes well.
We might do something there. I'm gonna try and talk them into it.
That's the guy. He knows.
So, yeah, we're gonna come visit them at their property and see all their amazing animals. Definitely.
Love to have you.
Good to see you again. Thanks so much. Thanks, Tom.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right, we're here with my good buddy, the Tortoise King.
How you doing?
Always good to see you. And checking out his beautiful cherry heads,
Well, we got a man over.
Oh boy.
redfoots. We still haven't made it over your place.
Yeah, and I still got to get out to see your
telling
place.
Joe, please do.
Yeah.
Please do. Yeah, we haven't made it to Joe's. We need to come and see you guys.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
You know, a lot of my viewers are tortoise keepers.
Right.
And a lot of them will comment, they're like, I don't even keep monitors, I keep tortoises, and we learned about you from Kenan. We just like the way you build stuff,
Yeah.
so we're watching to see you build things.
Yeah, you definitely know how to build
But-
stuff, that's for sure.
Let's give him some tortoise content.
Yeah. So, have you thought any more about putting mulberries in your monitor enclosures?
I think about it every time I walk in. We just got a whole bunch of free plants, so we planted a little more plants and stuff in the enclosures, but that's still my goal, is to get those from you. I think in the middle of every male water monitor enclosure, in the middle of the enclosure, I want to put those in.
Yeah.
But,
they go crazy. So.
You have a bunch more at your house?
Yeah. And actually, I can give you a ton of cuttings, and they're simple just to propagate.
And then I'd probably have to put a wire cage around them so
Yeah,
a
'cause-
monitor doesn't just trample over them initially.
Right. Yeah. But within a couple of months, their base is like that big around. So.
Yeah. and then they're going to be the big
Yeah,
males.
the problem I'm having at my place now, and I'm up in Stewart, which the green iguanas usually in cold weather die off down till about mid Palm Beach County. But we've got them, like the other day I was in there, I had 3 iguanas in there just munching on the leaves. So
They eat all the leaves off of them.
the green iguanas that's the biggest pest that I have with those is just the wild green iguanas. So.
Well, we're not going to have that problem inside of my cages.
No.
And who's this guy right here? Not for sale. Is this?
So this is one of our extreme marbling true Brazilian cherry heads. I just brought it to show people. It's only like 2 weeks old. So
Okay.
it's too young for me to sell, but I just brought it so people could see what they look like when they're first hatched out.
So at what age do you sell the baby
Usually
toys?
2 to 3 months.
2 to 3 months.
Yeah. That's when they're eating really good and they're just super established and they're no longer relying on their yolk sac. So at that age. So even if you don't see a yolk sac, like you can see on this, the bottom, it's completely closed up.
Okay.
So when they're born, when they first come out of the egg, they may have a big bubble yolk sac.
I've seen that at Kennedy.
So they absorb it all, but they've seen, there's research that shows that even inside that yolk sac will last another 2 or 3 months inside, so they can sustain themselves for 2 or 3 months after it's healed up with just that internal yolk sac. So about 2-3 months, and this is only a couple of weeks old, and it's already eating on its own.
That seems extra responsible of you to like take that into consideration and hold off and feed those animals longer before selling them.
And I'll show you one. So this one here, I didn't incubate this one. This came from a nest I didn't find. So this ground hatched about 2 months ago, and you can see it's got like this, we call it scud on the bottom, and that's probably because that it didn't hatch out till we had a huge rain. So it could have been underground for a month or 2 after it's hatched before it actually the ground was wet enough for it to come to the surface. So
that's crazy.
So
a month or 2.
Probably a month or 2 underground after it hatched. So they're bulletproof, especially when they're ground hatched. They're gonna.
That's something I often think about, like these, like the young blackthroats that the eggs are laid inside those termite mounds, and the termite mounds are like concrete essentially. Like, how long are they in there until they actually get out?
And I don't know. Do they hatch usually during like a rainy season in that area? Or?
I wish I knew more.
Yeah.
They really don't know a lot about breeding and then hatching them.
Right.
It's
yeah, pretty much. If you leave these in the ground, they usually won't hatch till you have like a good heavy downpour rain in Florida anyway.
Yeah.
So, and that's whenever anytime we have like a big rain, and Kenan does the same thing, we go out and check our pens to see if we missed any nests. So and usually every year we miss a few nests.
Yeah. Bonus babies.
Yep. It's like Christmas morning when you go out there. Oh my gosh! And I told my lawn guy, I said, listen, $20 if you find any in my yard. I'll give you $20. So he's always looking too. So.
Oh, I'm sure. That's crazy. Well, it's always good to see you.
Great
we're going to come to his property and we're going to shoot a video and we're going to see how these tortoises are kept. Do you keep them outside this time of year?
Year round.
Year round.
Year round.
So they have heated boxes?
Yep, I have cane heat mats in the lids of the little toy houses. So.
Okay.
Weather gets below, on babies, if it gets below 70, I turn the heaters on. I do that with my star tortoises also. But with the adults, if it gets below like 60, I'll turn them on.
Okay. So what's the coldest you saw so far this year?
42 last year.
Oh, this year.
Oh, this year. Oh,
Did you see below 50 yet?
No. I think the coldest we got was 62 degrees 2 nights ago.
12 degrees warmer than where we are.
Yeah.
And you're just due east of us, really.
Yeah, due east. 30 miles.
That's wild. Always good talking with you.
Take it easy.
Until next time.
Yep.
Yeah, we saw 50.
Wow.
We already saw 50. So we stopped by the wild cargo booth, but tried to talk to you, Aaron, but you guys were so stinking busy, I couldn't even get in there to talk to you. When I was still in high school, or still in high school, I mean, you guys really kind of sparked my interest in reptiles. They were, consider it West Palm?
Yeah, it's West Palm.
West Palm, like the only like giant reptile store with reptiles and fish and chickens, like you name it, like all sorts of cool stuff. It was like going to a zoo when you went there to visit. And I mean, you guys are still doing it.
We're still doing it. We've moved the operation a little bit more, like what Jerry was saying, from that type of situation to the farm, where we have a bunch of different crazy stuff. And when it comes to the store, we've kind of focused a little bit more mainstream feeders, supply, bearded dragons, leopard geckos, ball pythons, a little bit of boas, and some stuff like that. Monitors and stuff like that have taken a back seat to things like the farm. Like I've just picked up some black throat monitors, inspiration from this young man here. But people have changed throughout the years. So
you got a pair of adults? Is that what you got?
Little guys.
Little guys.
Little
Okay.
guys.
Okay.
Little guys. I wanted to grow them out. I have a real fascination. Number one, with watching them grow. Number two, with knowing that they've come from captive production. They're not wild caught. Pay a little bit extra for that, but it's definitely worth it.
Who'd you get them from?
I got them from a guy that's just here in town. I've been dealing with him forever and a day, and he finally was able to produce them. And he's like, "I just want to sell them to you, man." I'm like, all right, cool.
Super awesome.
So,
because I was going to ask if they were from Greg O'Leary, who's local to us, that produced last year, which we just got that pair.
Oh, really?
So we have that pair of black throats now.
This guy, he's always been hustling and doing this and doing that, but now he's finally started to have some success and different things. So he's got two more I'm thinking of getting from him. But nobody, so I've been a customer of Wild Cargo, like you said you were, for years. I married into the business. My wife, which is over there, she's the one who, her family started it. They actually started the business up in New Bedford, Massachusetts. They were up there bringing animals to the Kennedys, believe it or not. And then we've kind of taken over in the past 15 years, and we've actually ended up taking some animals to Don Jr., who's a huge conservationist, believe it or not, even though he's a hunter. I know people have their opinions about that kind of stuff, but it's true. Anywhere hunting or game management is done, the population of the animals goes skyrocketing. So he's a big advocate for all that kind of stuff, and we were able to educate him and his family on some snakes and monitors and things like that when we went over. So the family tradition continues. We're interjecting animals into politicians' lives. So it's always good, because animals bring both left and right together, and I think it's a wonderful thing, because without animals, we perish. Like you said, when you were a kid, you walked in there and it was like a zoo. When I was a kid, I'm like, I want all of it,
Oh yeah.
I'm going through it. My first tank was set up with leopard frogs and turtles all living together. I think they ended up trying to eat each other and stuff at some point or another. But I was inspired too. That store has been a staple in Palm Beach County forever and a day.
It has. And if you guys live there in Palm Beach County or any of the surrounding counties, you need to go in there and check out their place. And I'll be getting into chickens again. If I can get past winter, I'm gonna rebuild my coops and stuff like that. All my chickens that I had at the other property were from Wild Cargo.
Yeah, chickens are the best pet you can get. They give you breakfast. There's no others like them. But chickens, man, 5 chickens will give you 35 eggs a week. How can you beat that?
I think I had 23.
Yeah. I think we're up to 40, 50, possibly. Time for me to recycle a little bit.
But how many eggs can a large black throat eat in a week? So do the math. We might need 100 chickens.
I don't even feed the eggs to the chickens. I feed the chicken to the black throats. I feed the eggs to myself. So what do we got? We're producing probably around 40 to 80 eggs on a good day. When it comes to season, of course, they go through, molt and all that kind of different stuff. But there's tons of advice online about how to do chickens and permaculture and all the monitor farming, reptile farming, in general, turtle farming. Everything that you could possibly see in here goes right along with permaculture. We have on our property probably 200-300 fruit trees. My wife's got her herb garden. My wife's got all the vegetable garden and plants, and all that stuff all go together. With the monitors, it's a little hard because obviously, they're a little more carnivorous.
Would you be open to us coming over and seeing some?
I don't think it's an issue at all, but we're going to have to get the boss's permission. So
we'll
she's
get the
gardener.
boss's permission
Yeah.
because we're going to get into more fruit trees and plants on the property.
Yeah, and it all just goes by zone. So you're a little bit north of me now, so you're a little bit limited, but you still have a very wide option living here in Florida.
Yeah.
I mean, you can say, for example, get into certain types of tortoises that like starfruit. A starfruit tree will give you 2,000 starfruit a year. Over. You can't beat that.
Oh yeah.
And sulcatas love them.
My one at the other house, we couldn't keep up with the starfruit.
Yeah. They rot on the ground. There's so many of them, you know. There's wax jumbo, there's, I mean, I just go down the list. Trees that are, you know, outside of the Florida orange and this, that, and the other that we've been producing here in South Florida for years. Some of these more tropical, rare trees that you see grown in Central South America, they make tons and tons of fruit. And then I just learned that one of the new popular ones, Cuban nightingale, they're an omnivore. I didn't know that. They were just an invasive lizard for me for years, and now Ron St. Pierre's got them albinos and blues and some of these other ones, and sure enough, they eat fruit. They're weirdos. With all those gnarly teeth, they eat fruit. Yeah. So there are certain monitors and things like that that will, you know, subsidize some of their diet with fruit. So
I was going to start growing like the mulberries, the ever-bearing mulberries, putting them in the monitor enclosures. That would keep the birds away from the fruit. But I want to grow like my tomatoes, peppers, things like that, because I'm dumping the water trays over inside of their enclosures.
Yeah.
I have bioactive soil. I'm self-fertilizing that soil in their enclosures. I can grow all this stuff, and the rabbits and rats can't get to the fruit and vegetables that I'm growing. So I want to get into that more.
You've got water monitors too, so if you're able to cycle that water out to a aquaculture system, you can grow your lettuces, tomatoes, things like that, boom, 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 right there, and they'll suck up and clean your water.
That'll have to be
less water changes.
I'm not redesigning the cages again.
No, you wouldn't redesign it. You would only just put an intake. And it comes out of the cage and then to whatever you want, and then it flows back in. So as it passes by, the roots suck up all the nitrate, ammonia, poo, all that kind of good stuff, and just clean water goes back in. It's basically recreating what South Florida Water Management did down here with their STAs, their stormwater treatment areas, and the plants suck up the bad stuff.
So we're going to visit some of those areas. I think there's a couple in Okeechobee, Taylor Creek, and Nubbin Slough, which I'm going to go visit and show all the alligators. There's tons of alligators in them.
Yep.
So we're going to go look at some of those water treatment areas.
Yeah, recreating God's system, allowing the Kissimmee to do what it needs to do, allowing the floodplains to go back in and out, and all the plants just take up all the good stuff. Everything that we do here, I always tell people in the shop, listen, whatever animal you're getting, find out where it comes from. Mock that environment, mimic it to the absolute T, and you'll have success. It's that easy. It really is. So,
he's a wealth of knowledge,
and never stop talking too.
We're gonna
get in
visit,
trouble for that. Yeah,
come film again. Maybe we'll set something up and come and film at the shop.
You got it, man.
And show everybody what a responsible looking pet store is supposed to look like.
We try. We try to be responsible.
Hey, if you've been there
There's always critics.
This long, you're doing it right.
I guess so, man.
Because other pet stores come and go.
That's it.
Cool.
All right, and we're going to end the show right here. You know, we filmed with a lot of good people, but there's a ton more good people, and you know, we didn't really film any snakes. There's lots of snakes. There were tons of aquarium places. There's a lot of good people here, but that's it for this video. Until next time, guys. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. See you soon.